Brother, here we go. I'm gonna go over the fire starting kit here and do a quick video and try to just kind of explain each piece, component, what I have and how I'd like to use it or when to use it, and maybe where to get it and stuff. So first of all, over here I have one of these. This one's from Columbia, but it's a little grab sack. It's good to have one of these. And this one works out to be a pretty good size for my kit. It can be smaller, bigger, just kind of whatever fits your needs. This is nice because it's kind of got it's like a nylon waterproofing bag, and it's got the clips, and you can like roll it on itself, keep it real compact and dry. So that's just to store everything, okay? So coming back to the supplies here, I'd say the number one thing I'd got to use or need or should have and like to use is my flint. So I got the flint rod. This came with my Mora knife. So this is my bushcraft knife. I recommend this is a great one because it's not too big. It's light, it's strong. It's designed for survival and out in the woods. It's got a 90-degree cut here on the spine, so that's designed for striking the flint to get your spark. The tang I think it's either full tang or 3/4 tang, so it's good to baton, good for batoning wood and just doing stuff out in the woods. And it comes with this flint rod that goes through here. And then I haven't used this one yet, but this is a big flint rod. As you can see, it's a huge one. I think my dad got this for me as a backup, so at some point I'll pack it around. I got a hole there. I'll put my paracord through it and carry this around. So that's good. You got to have a good knife, good fixed blade, flint rod, at a bare minimum. Over here we got, as you can see, I got a couple of these like toilet rolls. These are different than your normal ones at the house. These are like from the ones you see at like rest stops, state parks, you know, those like cheap toilet paper, but they got really thick rolls. So my uncle collects these since he works at Western, and save those. And you stuff your cotton balls inside of them with Vaseline, and then they start to. It's a good way to store them in a tube, and then it soaks through. You can see it makes the tube. All the oils go through. So you just pull out a ball of cotton with Vaseline, and it'll catch on fire really easy. This is pitch wood. They also call it fat wood. It's just wood from trees, cedar, pine trees. Has lots of sap and pitch in it. Good for starting fires and getting something going, especially if it's wet. Over here is my magnesium. Now I used to have actual magnesium block, but I turned it into all the shavings. So you can get a magnesium block and then make a bunch of shavings when you're trying to start the fire, but I wanted to save time, so I just pre-shaved it ahead of time. It took forever and honestly made a mess. But you just sprinkle this out, and then you strike it with your flint rod, and it'll catch on fire really easy. And you know, magnesium fires, they don't go out in water. You can't put it out with water. So if it's really wet out, it'll still catch on fire. That's what's good about magnesium. I carry a little package of super dry kindling. You can see it's pretty small, and some wood shavings. So just in case I can't get stuff that's this dry out in the elements, I at least have a little bit to get me going, help me out. So I think it's wise to have some extra dry wood on you if you can. Of course, we have a lighter, backup. You know, really bad case scenario, I can't get it going with my flint. I can't get a fire going with my pitch. Let me just resort to this. And I wrapped a bunch of duct tape because duct tape also burns well. These strips, you just peel them off, make like a little rat's nest, and then catch it on fire. It'll burn really good. Here's the char cloth. And yes, this is what I made the char cloth in. This is awesome stuff. I love char cloth. I'm so happy my uncle showed me how to make this stuff. It's the best way is you take old denim jeans, cut them into squares that would fit into an Altoid can, and you just stack them in here, and then you throw this can into a fire. The fire burns up the cloth inside. It takes a couple minutes, but you'll see flames coming out the side of the can and stuff, and some smoke. And then when you stop seeing the flame coming out, you pull it off, let it cool, and then when you open it up, you got your char cloth. And this stuff lights up super easy. You strike it one time strike with your flint, and you'll get these little coal embers burning all through the char cloth. And then you just, like, if you have some dry moss or some leaves or a piece of paper, you just blow on it, you combine it all together and blow it in your hand, catch on fire, and get your fire going. This is how Jesse and I got our fire going camping beginning in July up in the Cascades off the PCT. So that was a lot of fun practicing that. And then here we have the latex gloves. These are the obviously surgical grade, but so I've experimented with these. I've also experimented with non-latex gloves that are surgical. They both burn great. So I don't know. I haven't tried nitrile. Nitrile is not latex. It's I don't know. It's a petroleum of some kind, but it's not latex. So, but I think any kind of glove would be good. Latex, just these ones are just, you can see they're kind of big, and latex is rubber, so it just burns forever, and it just goes and goes and goes, and it keeps a flame, and it's good if it's wet out. So once again, I'd use these in a really desperate situation, if I had to. So like, if I had to like order easiest to hardest, so these are the easiest ways to start a fire, and then flint, char cloth, Vaseline, maybe get some moss out in the woods. Got your shavings there, kindling, magnesium's good. Yeah, that completes my kit, bro. So real simple, pieced it together, and it's light, easy to pack in my gear, and it covers me mostly in anything I would ever need it for, camping, hunting, or survival. So hope this helps, bro. Let me know if you got any other questions.